Sunday. I have the flu, so you'll have to bear with me just a little bit as I talk through this. I'll try and make it as short as possible, but this piece has lots and lots of importance and all of that, which they all do. I always create from that place of lesson and learning and growing and all of that. But so I started out this piece with just some vintage papers that I had lying around, nothing in particular. I'm sure they're part of a collage pack, but there were only 2 of them. So, and I wanted, you can see just the bits of text in here and then back in here, which I just love, 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 love. That's what makes a piece really interesting to me, is when you can see all the different layers. And then I have gotten some really fun, so you've seen me, I think, started to play with these. And they come in a set where you can buy them individually. But so these are acrylic inks, basically, and they're from Dollar and Rowney. I don't know. I'm sure I'm not saying it right. And then I also got some high flow acrylics from Golden. Oh, these are so much fun to work with, and they work wonderfully on texture and stuff, but even on just the paper background, the way they spread and go together and everything, it just is so yummy good. I got these from Donna Downey, and I'll have a link to them in the on the blog and video below the video. And then I used, I'm so madly in love with this new release of Stencils. I just went to town with my pen and everything and started creating the things that I really, really wanted to have in some of my backgrounds. And so this lace one, I'm over the moon with it, because it is exactly, it can be super lacy or kind of mosaic looking. Oh, love, love, love. And then this one, although really simple, it's called Field of Flowers, I think is what it's called. It's just the perfect size and kind of mix of flowers all over to just quickly get down, so that I don't have to think of a kind of drawing out a flower. And plus, you can make some really cool designs while you're stenciling and smushing and things like that. And I can't wait to try this with some some texture modeling paste and that kind of thing. Excuse me while I take a drink. Okay. Better, I think. So those are the stencils that I used, and I used the really high flow and fluid for the background, and then I switched to some of my Liquitex Basics because I like the consistency of them when I'm stenciling. I get good clean stencils. And oh, I should say this too. I just tried these. Studio 71. I don't know. Pat Catan's is a new store to me, being in Ohio, but they're awesome. And I think this is their brand. I don't know. I'm not for sure. But anyway, really like these. Pretty comparable to, say, a Liquitex Basic brand, and they're a tiny bit cheaper. So, and you get a little bit more. So anyway, and then these, oh, you guys. So my story kind of goes along with this, these stamps today. So these stamps are vintage stamps, and I bought them. They're kind of expensive, but every time I've seen stamps and I've passed them by, I've always been like, darn it. So this time I was like, I'm doing it, and they're just fantastic. It's the whole alphabet, plus really cool ones like the finger, like, you know, like urgent kind of stuff. And all kind of numbers and so much goodness. And I was worried that they wouldn't stamp out right because they're old and maybe a little crumbly or whatever. Look at that. It's fantastic. I got a whole good stash of stuff coming for you for collage packs, and when I was shopping, when I got these and my other stuff. So that's kind of the put together, how to put it all together kind of thing. But so isn't that just lovely? Just love it. And then this says, you are strong, take the next step. And my shopping trip that I got these from, I met a gal when I don't remember how long we've known each other. We've just known each other via, email through the web, and she finding me and on YouTube, and then we text once I got here, because she lives here in Ohio. One thing, we've tried to get together or whatever, and it didn't work out to schedules and stuff like that. Well, the stars aligned, and we finally were able to get together. And you guys, this is really outside my comfort zone, because you're meeting somebody new, and I'm always kind of like, well, what if she doesn't like me? Or what if, how people see me through my website or YouTube videos, maybe that's not really, what they would see me like in real life, whatever. It was crazy, and I was scared. I was nervous. It's like a first date. And I tried on a few outfits, and I'm like, no, this one's, it was seriously ridiculous, because she is a sweetheart and an awesome, awesome person. And I was nervous, and there was so much in me that was like, oh, what if she doesn't like me? And that rejection and that fear. And the fear is always the place where we stop moving forward. When that fear starts to happen, we stop, because we don't know. The unknown is scary, scary, scary. And so when we're in that fear place, we have to go back to our own mantra of, we are strong. All we have to do is take the next step, not like 20 steps, just the next step. Get in the car, get my outfit on, get in the car, drive, put her address in Google Maps, get there, one step at a time, one step at a time. And as we take the next right step, the next step, this beautiful, awesome journey, this beautiful, awesome story happens. And that's, again, where the magic is. That's where we grow. That's where we learn. That's where we build beautiful relationships. And too often, our own insecurities and our own fear, and our insecurity is all fear-based. That's where we stop. We never move forward. We think we can't, but we really, really can. Whatever it is, whether it's pursuing a new career or creating art or whatever it is, we think we can't, and we stop right there. But everything is figure-outable, and if we take the next step, just one thing at a time, then the next step and the next step, suddenly we've created a beautiful story. And that's my journey. That's where I'm at. And I have to do this all the time. I have to tell myself, you're strong. Just take the next step. You can do it. Whatever it is, within business, within meeting new people. It's so hard for me to meet new people. I'm like the wallflower person behind the scenes, that kind of thing. And my husband's always like, you're so easy to talk to. I don't know what you're talking about. That's our own perception, our own insecurities, that kind of thing. So that's my story. Well, as we met, she's an awesome person. She'll be a person who will be around and in my future, and we will art together and collect together. And she gets me. I had to stop and take pictures of a grungy door, and I'm like, I'm sorry, is that okay? And she's like, oh no, I totally get it. So it just was awesome. And so we went to these antique stores, and that's where I got the stamps, and I got a whole load of other really great goodness that I'll have in collage packs soon, if I can kick this cold. So that is my creating a beautiful story for you today. Take the next step, my friends. I want to tell you, you are strong. You're strong enough to fight away the fear and take the next step, whatever that is for you, whether it be in relationships or being vulnerable or letting somebody see the real you or changing jobs or creating or whatever it is. You are strong. You're strong, and you can do it. I hope your Sunday is awesome, and I hope that you always, always know that you are loved.